Right, folks. Don't know what I'm calling this video yet, but the other day I went to a funeral. One of my mates had died. Another one had died. And we were there talking, and to be fair, it was a real good funeral. People laughing and joking and talking about the lad who died. He'd have loved it if he'd been there, but he obviously had to shoot off halfway through the day. So anyway, we're all sitting there and we're talking, and I don't see all my mates that often now because we're all older and we don't get to see each other as much as we used to. And I live in a different part of the county now. And we were talking about my YouTube channel, because they're all intrigued on. None of them can understand it because they've had their own YouTube channel for years with me being like this. And anyway, we're saying like, how are you getting on? And I says, oh, it's died to death now. I says, I just do it for arsing around. And they're going, oh, what? Why is that? And I says, oh, I've turned a bit political and stuff. And I says, you know, the people aren't interested in that. They'd rather see me eating a burger or some chips and talking stuff like that. So we started talking about politics. And I was talking about reform and Starmer and Labour and the Tories and stuff like that. And it's funny how my mates are normal, everyday lads. They all go to work. They like the football, the cricket, the drinking and everything like that. Normal blokes, normal lads, right? We've never had anybody who's been in trouble with the police. Just normal lads. Married, kids, divorced, set up again, everything. You're normal, that's it. If you want an average bunch of lads, that's my mates. So we started talking about politics. Because Mooch looks like Paul Thorpe. And Mooch is going, who's Paul Thorpe? I said, oh, he's another YouTuber. He's got like he's got nearly 300,000 subs. So he's doing quite well. So I started talking about politicians. And obviously they know who Nigel Farage is and they know who Starmer is. A few didn't know who Kemi was. They knew who Boris Johnson was. And then you start talking about other politicians who are around today. Well, not politicians, but people who think they're politicians. People who think they are in the news and important. So anyway, I mentioned Rupert Lowe. No, who's Rupert Lowe? He's an MP for Great Yarmouth. Is he? Does he do anything for me? Not really, mate. No, don't. So I mentioned Ben Habib. Who's he? Ben Habib. He was in reform. Did he win? No, he didn't win. No, he didn't win. So who is he then? I don't know, it's just some bloke who gives it a political opinion. He's a nobody, to be fair. Ben Habib's a nobody. He goes on to these channels, I says, and he shouts his mouth off and that. I said, well, why does he shout his mouth off? I says, because he fell out with Nigel Farage. All right. Well, Nigel Farage is the leader, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. All right, fair enough then. And that's it. Who's Nick Tenconi? No, never heard of him going. Don't know who he is. He's the leader of UKIP. Is UKIP still going? God, I thought UKIP had done when Brexit had done. No, UKIP's still going. Right. So anyway, spent a bit of time talking like this, and like the lads just didn't know. They didn't know. And they're not interested. They're not interested in politics. All they want to do is go to work, earn the money, get the beer money, go watch the football, have the little trips. That's it. They're not interested. They're not interested in politics. Now all these YouTubers, right, I've no idea, really. They go on the little channels Oh, so there are some big channels. Fair play, Paul Thorpe. I like Paul Thorpe. I like him. I think his heart's in the right place and everything. I really, really do like him. But I think he gets carried away. Well, that's my opinion. But these people, right, who have their own little following, and they'll make a video, and then their followers, their subscribers will pat them on the back and say, yeah, you're dead right, blah, 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 we need this, we need that, and yeah. And it's like, it's just a click. It's just a click of people. So when you get these channels like History Debunked, and he's, History Debunked, he's alright, but he's, I don't know. And then you got like Paul Thorpe as well, and Andy the Grabby Cabby, you know. Fuck me, Andy the Grabby Cabby just does what anybody else fucking does. He just fucking... I went on his channel the other day and watched him, and he was going on about how so many thousands or so many percentage of people agreed with him. And I left a comment earlier on. So I got June to have a look, to see if my comment weren't there, he deleted it. So that's why so many people agree with him, it's because he deletes the fucking comments. And then you got Jeff Taylor and fucking Mayor Tusi. We are the media, Mayor Tusi. I mean, I've done a video about this today, but I'm trying to put a bit more meat on the bones now. You got Mayor Tusi, who's like another one who's just like fucking 700 or so many 100,000 subscribers, and everything's a drama, everything's like clickbait, everything's fucking watch me and I'll do a live and people can donate money to me. Do the super chats. Yeah, I love it, super chats, give me the fucking money, give me the money, yeah? Dan Wootton, he's another one, he's another fucking arsehole nowadays, yeah? I used to like watching Dan Wootton, he spoke sense, but now he's just another one. It's just, give me the money, let me make me money off YouTube, because I haven't got a proper job, I have to do this. Yeah? Let's see how Johnny Depp thinks. Let's see what Johnny Depp thinks of fucking Dan Wootton. And all the rest, and they all make the videos with a little clickbait, and people just lap it up, and they're all part of this little group, and woe betide anybody who says anything fucking different. But then you've got channels like Silver Fox. He's good, Silver Fox. Preston Journalist, I like him, and I hope he keeps his head on straight as well, because I like him as well. And then we've got the excellent June Slater. June Slater, some northern bird. Northern bird. I like June. She's not bothered about, in fact, if you've never heard of June Slater, I don't know where the fuck you've been, but go and have a look at June Slater. She's fucking brilliant. She just sits there, she's got no fancy gimmicks, no editing. Thumbnails are just like a picture like artists in whatever YouTube put up, but she's fucking brilliant. Gives it good old school fashion style talking, northern talking fucking, I like what I say and I say what I fucking like. And that's June. She'll go on other channels, she's been on fucking Dan Wootton and stuff, and I think, and you know, she'll say what she thinks, and she don't get scared of people fucking having a go at her. She's fucking brilliant. And you know, she's not in it just for the money either. She don't do it for fucking money. She just goes on there and says what she thinks, and it's fucking brilliant, and it's refreshing. It's refreshing to see. But you read some of the comments on these channels, right, and it's just bollocks. It really is fucking bollocks. It's things like Rupert Lowe for PM. Like, Rupert Lowe couldn't be Prime Minister. He couldn't do it. There is no way he could do it. And it's that. And then you get other comments like, Nigel Farage threw Tommy under the bus. No, he fucking didn't. He never threw Tommy under the fucking bus at all. He was never connected to Tommy Robinson. Yeah? Tommy Robinson has done great things, bringing stuff out into the open and taking it on. Yeah? And fair play to him. But Tommy Robinson isn't all as innocent as people think he is. Some of the people got... Nigel Farage called Tommy Robinson a wife beater. He never did. Never called her a wife. He never called him a wife beater. If you go out there and look up things, you will find things out about Tommy Robinson. Yeah? It's there. He didn't beat his wife up. It was something else completely different. And then you look at these comments and they'll talk about fucking... Habib and fucking Lowe and others saying, oh, we should set up another party. People saying that Farage should go and let Habib take over and Lowe take over, and all that fucking shit. If it wasn't for Farage, Reform wouldn't be where they are now, which is pretty fucking high up. So you're talking shit. For him, if it wasn't for Farage knowing what to do, and the showman or the car salesman or the whatever he fucking is, doing what he did to get into public eye and to get all these TikTok followers, to get people following him and all over the place, yeah? Reform won't be anything. And all these fuckers, Lowe, Habib, yeah, they're all fucking clinging on to his coattails. They're all riding off his fame. It's an absolute fucking joke. Didn't Lowe do the dirty on Farage on Brexit? Didn't he pull out of the seat or something? Or I'm sure he did something about it. I think allegedly. Yeah. If it wasn't for fucking Nigel Farage, Habib and Lowe wouldn't even be in politics or guest talking in politics on fucking GB News or Talk Radio, and nobody ever presses his fucking Habib anyway when he gets on there. I've seen one lad do it on fucking YouTube, on GB News, and Habib were going fucking mad. He were nearly fucking crying. He was foaming up at the mouth. People say I'm not voting for Reform now to show Nigel. I'm not voting Reform to show show him what? Fucking show him what? What are you actually comparing Reform to show Nigel what? They weren't in the local elections really last time. So you're not going to fucking say, oh, well, we did better last time, but we did awful this time. People must have showed me. What are you comparing it to? What are you showing him? What are you actually showing Farage that you don't happy? You talk fucking bollocks, some of you. Membership is growing, right? It's still growing. It's slowing down, yeah? But I'm not joining Reform in the limited company. Fucking Farage is this, and bloody Youssef have fucking got all the control and blah, 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 and fucking blah, 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 yeah? Yeah, well, that's, to tell you what, I tell you the truth, right? I'd rather it be like that. Because you look at the Tory party and the fucking mess that place is in. Perhaps it's a good idea that Farage and Youssef are in charge. That it is. And anyway, UKIP's a limited company, isn't it? I'm sure it's a limited company. People go, you can't trust him, you can't trust Nigel. Well, who can you fucking trust? Can you trust any politician? You got Lowe at the moment, and he's banging on about this, doing an inquiry into child abuse. The last one, the last inquiry of this child abuse thing cost something like 200 million quid. And and Rupert Lowe's like wanking himself off because they got fucking 500,000 or something in 2 days or 3 days. You're going to hold an inquiry on that scale at fucking 500,000 or 750,000 or whatever it is? It ain't going to fucking happen. It's got to be a proper government inquiry. It's just virtue signalling, saying, I care, I care. I mean, obviously people do care. People do care about this, the child grooming and the child rape gangs and everything. Everybody cares about it and they want it stopped. But you just go and do like that, and on the time when Reform were having their conference, it ain't going to happen until we shut the fuck up, you vote Reform and you get them in, because nothing is going to fucking happen. Yeah? I've said this before, but people mostly go on these YouTube channels, they're easily led. People watch these channels and they're easily fucking led. It's just fucking mad. That's what YouTube is. It's just a little place where you can all go together and join and be a gang together. It's where you take an interest in something and people all join up in that bit. That's why my channel was so good in the day. Because I used to do the food, I used to make people laugh. And then when I stopped doing the food and I stopped making people laugh and I started to go a bit serious, people didn't like it. And then they dump you. My channel flatline, I know it has, I'm not bothered. But the public are so easily fucking led. They find something and they just, people can say something like, we'll use Andy the Gabby Cabby as an example. He'll come out and say, oh, I'm not thought, I thought this, and people going, yeah, I agree with you, Andy, and you follow him. Yeah? I don't know why people follow him. I ain't got a fucking clue. The problem we've got is the British public has lost interest in politics. They don't believe what they're being told. COVID's done it. COVID's were a massive thing. People seen through all that bullshit and lies. And they can see it all through the politicians now. And people have lost interest. It doesn't matter who is in charge in this government, right? The only person who can make a difference to your life is you. Yeah? You pull your boots up, laces up, you pull your socks up, you pull your pants up, you put your cap on and your shirt and you go out and you get a fucking job. The government don't give a fuck about you. I've told you this before. The government isn't your friend. It doesn't matter who's in charge. It doesn't matter if Starmer's in charge, Jennick, or his fucking name is, that Tory twat, Kemi, Farage, or that baked potato special needs Ed Davey. It doesn't matter who is in charge. Nothing will change for you. Don't matter. The only person who can make a change in your life is yourself. We can all make a video giving opinions like this, yeah? And I love doing this. I love giving opinions out. It's fucking brilliant. I've always liked giving my opinion. It's good that we can do this kind of stuff and probably earn a few quid from it. But just like me, what I say won't make a difference. And if you do make a difference, it'll make it worse, because look at Carol Vorderman when she was on in the election. Ooh, tactical voting, we've got to get rid of every Tory, blah, blah, blah. How did that work out, Carol? You fucking stupid plastic split arse, eh? You're moaning the other week, weren't you, you dumb split arse, on fucking what they were doing to the pensioners. And that goes down to you, Carol. Yeah? So, all you people, yeah, that are out there saying, don't vote reform, I'm done with reform, never voting for Nigel, blah, 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 yeah? You crack on. You crack on. Because what will happen is, you'll all vote for somebody else, reform will be that close again, in certain areas and certain seats, and we'll end up with fucking Starmer. Again. Because that fucker, he's loving this. He's fucking loving it. And we'll end up with Starmer again for another 5 years. And then you'll all be fucking moaning, and you'll all be making your little fucking videos, moaning about how bad things are. But unless you get reform in, you ain't going to know what they can do. Starmer got in, didn't he? Starmer was going to do this, that and shit cucumbers and work fucking ice cream wonders. And he's not done anything that he said he were going to do. So why can't you do the same for reform? Just take a fucking chance. What you got to fucking lose? What have you got to lose, yeah? People going on about the immigration thing. Oh, the fucking immigration. We've got laws and rules and regulations. We're not like America where Donald Trump can just sign a fucking... Donald Trump gets his pen out and he'll just go, done. Can't do that here. You can't fucking do it. We're in that stupid fucking European Court of Human Rights. We need to get out of that first, and then we can start. Yeah? We can start deporting people. We can stop people coming. But until you start fucking putting your name, your cross, next to your reform candidate, you're going to have Starmer or you're going to have Kemi. And we're going to be in the shit again. And you'll all be sitting there moaning. And you'll all be going, oh, we need Rupert Lowe, we need fucking Habib, we need this, and it won't fucking matter. The idea is, we get reforming. There's more things happening in this country than just immigration and Tommy Robinson being thrown under the bus. Yeah? We've got kids stabbing each other. We've got pensioners having their eating allowance cut. We've got disabled people losing the fucking pips. Yeah, we've got the NHS on its knee. Oh, but Nigel Ford wants to reform wants to fucking privatise. He doesn't want to fucking privatise the NHS. Having insurance, I can't see anything wrong with it. You pay national insurance, the clue's in the fucking title. You pay national insurance. I've been paying in fucking national insurance for years and years and years and fucking years, yeah? And then if I wanted to go and see a doctor now, I'd have to fucking wait. Why? Why have I got to wait? I pay into something, I want my fucking money back. Oh, so what's the fucking matter? I'd rather pay into a private insurance and get it when I fucking want it. Yeah, but I'm disabled and stuff and I can't work. Well, then you're covered, aren't you? You would get it. You would get the NHS. But people who can fucking do it should fucking pay up. Just does me fucking head in. There's more things happening than just immigration. And we need to get it sorted. So there it is. We need reform to win, to shake Labour and the Tories up. Just to put them a warning out. Yeah? To let the people, to let these politicians know the British public are not happy with what's happening here. And until you've got reform in, nothing will change. I just fucking, I tell you what, I've just been watching fucking some news, and I've just seen Ed Davey riding Rolf Harris's wooden horse in about some 2-horse race or something. He does look like a special needs fucking baked potato. I honestly don't understand how anybody could vote for that fucking idiot. Honestly. So there you have it then, folks. Make of this of what you will, yeah? Take it how you want. No fucking worries to me. But tell everybody who I've fucking talked about, tell them all. Not fucking bothered, yeah? It's bigger than YouTubers having a fucking few feelings hurt. This country needs a fucking clear, bang. And until you get Labour and the Tories gone, it ain't going to change. UKIP are fucking miles behind. Like I've said, people don't even know who Nick Tenconi is or whatever his fucking name is. They even thought fucking UKIP was gone. Ain't UKIP reform no more? I thought UKIP had turned into reform. No, it hasn't, no. So, there you go, folks. That's probably about 20 odd fucking minutes of your life you won't get back. Laters.